But yeah, let me know in the comments below, did we do good on these SB Dunks? YouTube, what is going on, everyone? It's your boy AC back with another video. And today, I don't know how well you can tell, but my voice is going. It's about to be gone in the next few days. I have been sick as hell, and I decided, instead of resting and getting better, let's get a video out to you guys because I've been severely lacking. I'm not even gonna lie. I've been sitting on this video for a hot minute now and just haven't been able to record it because I've been progressively getting worse and worse and worse. And right now, it's doable to make a video. It's not like the past couple days. Past couple days, I've been dying. So send your prayers in the comments below. And yeah, today is episode 91 where we take $100 and we continuously buy, trade, and sell sneakers till we make $100,000. Now from last episode, from all the buying, trading, selling, all that great stuff in between, we have a brand new grand total of $58,048.21. And like I said previously, I'm very behind on this video. During this episode, we're going to be going over everything we bought at CSX, the summer sneaker event that happened honestly a hot minute now. With that being said, we also go to the malls 3 times this episode. So let's just fast forward to when I wasn't sick and when we went to the malls and see what we're picking up this episode. Okay, we are back and we got some pretty decent stuff this episode. In my opinion, it's a lot of stuff that should move relatively fast, including this stuff. Now, these are the Addy 2000s. We got 2 different pairs. This all white pair and an all black pair. But first off, this all white pair, a size 8.5, and honestly, in my opinion, very like a DC-like shoe. Very bulky and all that stuff. And yeah, the only reason we picked these guys up is because they were on sale. They were $79.99, so with tax we paid $83.99. And yeah, listings on these online did show that they were selling for around that $120 markup, which is great. So that's why we picked them up. Unfortunately, we only grabbed one size in this white pair because that was the last size they had. However, like I said, we also grabbed this black pair. In my opinion, a lot cleaner of a colorway on this shoe. And it paid the exact same price, but we got 3 different sizes. I believe we got a size 9 and 2 size 11s. I could be wrong about that, but something around there. Like always, we'll go through everything we picked up in the exact sizes at the end of the video. But yeah, a very DC-esque type of shoe in my opinion. Very bulky, good for skateboarding. And yeah, a shoe that surprisingly had some resale value. They were on sale. That's the only reason why I batted an eye on them, because I did see they were reduced pretty heavily. And yeah, we also got this pair. This Addy Foam Q, I don't know the exact colorway on them, but we paid the same price, $83.99, a size 10.5. I'm pretty sure that's 50% off of what we paid on them. And that's the only reason why we picked them up, is because they were 50% off. Honestly, a shoe that I can probably make $100 flat on. I don't think these are going to be an insane move. Is it the best shoe we picked up? No. Is it the worst? Possibly, but another shoe that should make us some profit. But let's move over to the next pair, which is this one. This crazy pair of Jordan 1 mids. It is a grade school pair. We got a size 5Y and a 6Y. And definitely a Jordan 1 mid I've never seen before. This color combo just honestly gives me a bunch of school recess vibes, a bunch of shoes that I can see a lot of kids wearing. And yeah, we got them for a really, really good price. I think we paid around $73.99 for them, something close to that. And at that price point, I think it should be next to impossible not to be able to make some profit on them. And yeah, let me know in the comments below, have you ever seen this pair of Jordan 1 mids? Because I've never seen them, but definitely a shoe I can see a lot of kids wanting and wearing at school. But let's move over to the next pair, which is this one. This pair of Nike Dunk Lows. It's a black pair. We got a size 9.5 and a 12. Again, alright Nike Dunk Low. I don't think they're going for the craziest amounts of money, but again, a shoe that I should be able to make some profit on. It's just a super clean pair that honestly goes with everything. And to be fair, in my opinion, it does seem like the quality on this pair is a lot better than majority of the other Nike Dunks that get produced massively. Yeah, we have a couple more things and then we're gonna go over to the stuff we bought from the sneaker event. So let's go through the last 2, which is this pair, the Shaq Attack Street Fighters. Now, honestly, if I just saw these in the store, I wouldn't think twice about picking them up. But we did pick them up on sale. We paid $125.99. They are a size 10. And to be honest, I should be able to sell these for around $150 to $160. Just because of how cheap we did pick them up for. But yeah, a crazy collab with them. And you guys have to let me know in the comments below. Would you guys ever wear any of the Shaq Attacks? Because this colorway in particular, like, I'm not gonna lie, it does give me a lot of, like, crackhead vibes. Like, I don't know what it is about this shoe, but it's a shoe that I see a lot of crackheads wearing, or that's what I just see in my mind. But let me know in the comments below if I'm tripping on that pair, or if these are actually like a clean colorway, because I don't like them at all. But let's move over to the last thing we picked up this episode that isn't from the event, which is this pair. These Nike ACG Air Moabs. Now, usually these things are $210. However, we picked up 3 pairs for 50% off. Got them for $110.25 each. And we got a 9.5, 9, and 8.5. Unfortunately, no more bigger sizes, or else those things would have moved for an insane amount of profit, because being 50% off $210, I should be able to sell these realistically for around $190 each, which in my opinion is an insane come up. I don't see these things taking that long to sell, especially because we did get them for 50% off. But yeah, that's the last thing we picked up this episode, is at the store. So let's go through the couple things we picked up at the event, starting off with this pair. A pair of the all blue Yeezy slides that just came out not too long ago. If you guys remember, a little while back, I did say I'm investing into this pair and the Onyxes, which honestly, the only reason I did grab this pair is because it was for a decent price. I bought bulk off somebody, so you'll see in a bit. We did buy some more slides off of him. And this one is honestly probably going straight into the inventory of holding on to these, because I do see these going up in price in the future. Shouldn't take too long, to be honest, but I might just hold them till next year. I'm not too sure about that though. But let's move over to the other color we got, which is this pair. I believe this one was the granite colorway. I could be wrong. It's literally just a little bit different shade of black, but we got 2 pairs of these. Don't know the exact sizes or price that we paid for them, but like I say always, it will be at the end of the video. I have it all written down from the event, but I just have to go grab it and put it all in my spreadsheet. But right now, kind of sick as hell. With that being said, let's go through the other colorway we got, which is this one. The bone colorway, a size 9. I believe we paid around $180, but like I said, it'll be at the end of the video. We pretty much bought all of these slides off that one guy, which is how we got them for, in my opinion, a really good price, because we bought 5 or 6 pairs off him, or something close to that. Again, being sick as hell is terrible. It's like messing with my brain and everything. We also bought some crazy heaters, some Nike SB Dunks. So let's go through those, which is this one. This pair right here, paid $270, a size 10. In my opinion, a shoe that should move really fast. It's a great size, and we got them for a really good price. We got 3 pairs total off one guy alone, and I think we got a really good price for them, especially because we bought them off bulk. But yeah, this plum colorway honestly goes really hard. I really love this colorway. Don't really see a lot of people wearing them, but in my opinion, it's one of the nicer colorways out there. But yeah, let's speed things along because I can feel my voice going. So let's go through the next pair, which is this one. Also a size 10. We paid $240, and again, a color that should move really fast. This light brown, dark blue, and red combo, it's not my favorite, but getting them for $240 should be able to move them for some pretty good profit. And yeah, getting all these SBs for a reasonable price is really great. We still have one more, which I think is the best one out of all of these ones by far, which is this colorway. The Why So Sad colorway, a size 10.5. We did pay a little bit more on this pair. We did pay $315, but these things are going upwards to like $400, so I think we did really good. Honestly, my favorite colorway out of all of these ones, and it is my size, but I can't justify like spending that much money on them because I have way too many shoes in my collection as it is. I think I'm gonna do an end of the year sneaker collection video for you guys, just so you can see how many shoes I have. But yeah, let me know in the comments below, did we do good on these SB Dunks? Did we pay a good price? Because in my opinion, these are a really good price for me. At least I think I can sell them for a good profit. But with that being said, thank you for watching to the end of the video. We still have to go through everything in our inventory, so let's go through that, including everything we bought this episode, starting with the Nike PG6 Celestine Blue Peach Cream. We have 4 11.5s and 2 11s. Then in the LeBron Witness 6 Summit White Metallic Petter colorway, we have a size 10, 9, 8, and 7.5. Then in the Clear Emerald Wild Berry colorway, we have a 10.5. Then in the Nike ACG Air Moab OG Olive Gray, we have a size 8.5, 9, and 9.5. Then in the Reebok Shack Attack Street Fighter Championship Edition, we have a size 10. Then the Adidas Addy 2000 Chalk White Black, we have a size 8.5. Then in the Addy Foam Q Olive, we have a size 10.5. Starting off with the Yeezy 350 V2 in the cream colorway, we got a size 9.5. Then in the Nike J1 Family Trivia, we have a 10.5. Then in the Air Max 90 SE Marion Frank Rudy NRG Summit White colorway, we have a size 11. Then in the Golf NRG Players Championship, we have two 11s and a 9. Then in the light bone colorway, we have a size 10.5 and 9.5. Then in the N7 colorway, we have two 12s, an 11.5, 10, two 10s, and a 9.5, 9, 8.5, and a 7.5. Then in the Air Max Plus black and white, we have a size 7.5 women's. Then in the Nike Roshi Run black Anthrite Sale, we have two 13s, a 12, two 11s, two 10.5s, a 10, and 9.5. Then in the Iguana colorway, we have a 7.5 and 10. Then the Sport Red Cool Gray colorway, we have a 7.5. Then in the Air Force One High Billie Eilish Sequan, we have a size 10.5, three 10s, two 9.5s, and a 9. Then in the Nike Air Force One Mid QS Chocolate, we have a size 9. Then in the Air Force One Low Triple White, we have an 11.5. Then in the Reflective Swoosh White Blue colorway, we have a size 13. Then in the Uno colorway, we have a 12, 9.5, 7, three 6.5s, and a 6. Then in the University Blue, we have a size 13, 11.5, 11, and 8. Then in the White Metallic Silver colorway, we have an 8.5. Then in the White Chocolate colorway, we have a 10.5 and 8.5. Then in the College Pack Midnight Navy colorway, we have two 13s. Then in the White Wolf Gray Soul colorway, we have a 12 and 11. Then in the West Coast Los Angeles colorway, we have a size 7Y. Then in the Nike Blazer Low Sakai White Patent Leather, we have a size 9.5. The Air Max 1 Crepe Brown, we have two 13s, a 12.5, 12, three 11.5s, two 11s, a 10.5, two 10s, two 9.5s, two 9s, an 8.5, three 7.5s, a 6.5, and 6. Then in the George Green colorway, we have a size 8 and 7. Then in the Dirty Denim colorway, we have two 13s, two 12s, two 10.5s, a 10 and 8.5. Then in the Air Max Flyknit Racer Black and White, we have a size 11, 10.5, 10, 9.5, 9, and 8.5. Then the Air Max Thea Mid Ale Brown colorway, we have an 11, 8, three 7.5s, and a 7 women's. Then in the Black Sail colorway, we have a 9, 8.5, three 8s, a 7.5, and 6.5 women's. Then in the Nike Zoom Court Light 3 White and Black, we have a size 11. Then in the Nike Free Run 5.0 Black and White, we have a size 12. Then in the Nike Free RN Flyknit Black White Ombre, we have a size 9.5. Then in the white colorway, we have a 9.5 and 9. Then in the Nike Vapor Max Flyknit Leopard, we have a 7.5, 7, 6.5, and 6 women's. Then in the Leopard colorway, we have a 9.5, 8.5, 7.5, and 5.5 women's. Then in the SB Alley Oop Black White, we have a size 10.5 and 10. Then in the Black Royal colorway, we have a size 13. Then in the Nike SB Dunk Low Orange Emerald Rise, we have a 9.5 and 2 8s. Then in the ACG Terra Red Plum colorway, we have a size 10. Then in the Why So Sad colorway, we have a 10.5. Then in the Reverse Papa Bear colorway, we have a size 10. Then in the Peach Cream colorway, we have a size 10 women's, two 9.5s, a 9, two 8.5s, an 8, two 7.5s, a 7, and 6 women's. Then in the Just Do It Sail Team Red, we have a 6.5 women's. Then in the Indigo Haze, we have an 8 and 7.5 women's. Then in the Phantom Metallic Gold colorway, we have an 8.5, 9.5, and 2 10 women's. Then in the Terry Swoosh colorway, we have a 10, 9.5, 9, 8.5, and 5 women's. Then in the Light Smoke Gray colorway, we have a 6 and 7 women's. Then in the Arizona State colorway, we have a 13 and 12. Then in the Pink Oxford colorway, we have a 10, two 9 women's, two 8.5s, a 7.5, 7, and 6.5 women's. Then in the Essential Paisley Pack Barely, we have a size 7.5 women's. Then in the Paisley Pack Pink colorway, we have a 7.5 and 6.5 women's. Then in the Miami Hurricanes colorway, we have a size 13. Then in the Gorge Green Midnight Navy, we have a 9.5 women's and 7 women's. Then in the NBA 75th Anniversary Knicks colorway, we have a 10.5. Then in the Next Nature Homer Simpsons, we have a 6.5Y. Then in the 3D Swoosh Gray colorway, we have two 5.5Ys. Then in the two-tone gray colorway, we have a 7Y and a 4Y. Then in the panda colorway, we have 6 13s, an 11.5, 11, 10.5, 9.5, 8.5, 9 women's, 3 3Ys, and a 2Y. Then in the airbrush swoosh black, we have a 9.5 and 11.
Then in the Team Gold colorway, we have 2 12s and a 10.5. Then in the Rose Whisper colorway, we have a size 10 and 9.5 women's. Then in the Industrial Blue Sashiko colorway, we have a size 13. Then in the Active Fuchsia colorway, we have a size 7Y and 6Y. Then in the Pink Corduroy colorway, we have a 9 and 7.5 women's. Then in the Deadpool colorway, a 6.5Y. Then in the Anthrite White colorway, we have a size 12, 11, 10, 9.5, and 9. Then in the Jordan Access Bread, we have a size 11. Then in the Jordan Liftoff Black Dark Concord, we have a size 11. Then in the White Cement colorway, we have a size 13. Then in the Jordan Hydro 6 Black, we have a size 12. Then in the Jordan Sophia Slide Black and Red, we have a size 9 women's. Then in the Jordan Zion 2 Voodoos, we have 3 10.5s and 2 10s. Then in the Jordan 14 Laneys, we have 2 12s and a 7.5. Then in the Jordan 13 University Blue, we have 8 13s, 4 12s, 6 11.5s, 6 11s, a 10.5, and 9.5. Then in the Black Flints, we have 3 13s, 3 12s, 2 11.5s, 2 11s, 3 10.5s, 2 10s, a 9.5, 9, and 8. Then in the French Blue colorway, we have a 6.5 and 6Y. Then in the Playoff colorway, we have a 7Y, 9.5, 9, and 2 8s. Then in the Jordan 12 Hyper Royal, we have a size 9.5, 9, 8.5, and 8 women's. Then in the Jordan 11 Cherries, we have a size 10, 8.5, 8, 6Y, 2 4.5Ys, 3 4Ys, and 2 3.5Ys. Then in the Jordan 7 Citrus, we have 4 8s. Then in the Jordan 6 Georgetowns, we have 6 13s, 2 12s, 6 11, 2 10.5s, a 10, 2 9.5s, a 9, and 8. Then in the Chrome Metallic colorway, we have 2 13s, 2 12s, 2 5.5Ys, and 2 5Ys. Then in the Cool Gray colorway, we have 2 13s and 2 12s. Then in the Jordan 4 Midnight Navy, we have 2 size 5Ys. Then in the Seafoam colorway, we have a size 10 and 9.5 women's. Then in the Midnight Navy, we have a 3Y, 2 2Ys, 3 12Cs, and 2 11Cs. Then in the Thunders, we have an 11.5, 10, and 9. Then in the Jordan 2 Chicago, we have a size 6.5Y and 6Y. Then in the Cool Gray colorway, we have 2 size 9 women's. Then in the Marina Blue colorway, in a size 6 women's. Then in the Chicago Flip colorway, we have a 9 women. Then in the True Blue colorway, we have a size 11 and 8.5. Then in the White Toe colorway, we have a 4. Then in the Panda colorway, we have a size 9 women's. Then in the Black Toe colorway, we have a size 13, 11, 10.5, 10, 9.5, 2 9s, 3 7Ys, a 6.5, 6, and 5Y. Then in the Stealth colorway, we have a size 10, 9, 8.5, 8, and 7.5 women. Then in the Recycled Grind colorway, we have a 6 and 5Y. Then in the Jordan 1 High Taxis, we have 2 7Ys, 4 13, and a size 8. Then in the Lost and Found colorway, we have a size 1.5Y, 2 1Ys, a 5C, and a 7C. Then in the NYC to Paris colorway, we have a 7.5. Then the White Black Volt University Gold colorway and a 9.5. Then in the Starfish colorway, we have a 7.5, 7, 2 6.5s, 2 6, a 5.5, and 5 women's. Then in the UNC Toe colorway, we have a 6.5 and 5Y. And finally, the Jordan 1 High Dior's in a size 9.5.
And yeah, guys, my voice is gonna be killing me for the next couple days because making this video for you guys. So I appreciate some likes and some comments on this video because I am making this for you guys even though I am dying. With that being said, let's go through everything we sold this episode, starting with
the Adidas Addy 2000 Triple Black. We sold a size 11 and both of the size 9. The Reebok Shack Attack Orlando, we sold a size 12, 11, 9.5, and 9. Then in the Puma Suede Pokemon Squirtle, we sold the size 11.
And yeah, do I know what our grand total is gonna be? Absolutely not. Now I'm probably just gonna go rest a little bit, then the next day edit this thing out for you guys. So give me some prayers in the comments below. Thank you for watching to the end of the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications so you don't miss any of my newest videos. And I'll see you guys in my next video.